Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna go on a little bit of a rant because I am annoyed. Now I'm gonna address immediately, this isn't the biggest problem in the world, it's just one of those small things that if you consistently notice it, at one point you're just gonna wanna rant about it because it's just so annoying and so stupid to you that you just wanna rant about it. So a while back I talked about NFTs. Now if you don't know what NFTs are, I'm gonna define them, don't worry. But I talked about NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens. Non-fungible tokens are basically crypto art, and you could have any type of art sell as a digital art piece. So they're blockchain transactions. They are stored with huge servers, and the acquisition of the token itself needs a lot of energy. So miners need to crack computer code to be rewarded, and the proliferation of blockchain technology means potentially thousands of peoples and computers competing for coins. Now, that definition might sound overwhelming. I know it was for me initially, but the more I see, the more it's just usually I see a lot of content creators and celebrities selling some piece of quote unquote art, and you basically just get it on your phone as if it were crypto money, except that it's a piece of art and you can confirm its originality and its source. Now there's some pieces of crypto art or NFTs that are singular, so there's just one. There's some that have a limited amount to sell, so like 100 pieces of the same piece of art, which I'm gonna get started a little later on what I think about that. But recently a lot of content creators such as Tana Mojo, the YouTuber Stepanka also have basically bought or sold pieces of art relating to themselves, their brand, whatever, that basically will stay on their phones. Now, back when I made my video about NFTs, which was months ago at this point, I was unsure of what I thought of NFTs because on one side I was like, oh, you know, this could be an opportunity for smaller artists to get a bigger audience, and I support that. But as time goes on, I hate NFTs, basically. I think they're stupid, and for me, and this might just be my old school vibe or whatever, but I would rather buy a print of an artist's art and have it hanging in my house rather than just having it on my phone. Mainly because I can save things on my phone for free, so I don't know why I'd want to pay for an art piece I can only see on my phone, whereas I could get the art piece that I could see every day in my living room or something. So NFTs to me don't make sense just for that reason alone. The other argument against NFTs is that they are damaging to the environment, which is a big one for me because, listen, if they didn't damage the environment, I might still think they're stupid, but I'd have less of a problem with them. But considering I think they're stupid and they also damage the environment, then I can't really find an excuse for them, and I don't really feel like they help smaller creators. So you might ask, what kind of damage do they do to the environment? NFTs are at least partially responsible for the millions of tons of planet-heating carbon dioxide emissions generated by the cryptocurrencies used to buy and sell them. Like I said before, because they're stored with huge servers, they use a lot of electricity. So in order to buy and sell these pieces of art or whatever, you're using a shit ton of energy, emitting a shit ton of carbon dioxide, and for what? I like supporting small artists. That's why I say I like buying prints, because I like seeing the actual art in my house. But I feel like here the people who are really making the money per usual are multi-million-dollar companies, multi-millionaires, people like Tana Mojo who are millionaires, and it's just like, what are we doing this for? Honestly, it just boggles my mind. So there's the YouTuber and reality star Stepanka. She sells her farts in jars, and she recently made NFTs that are drawings of farts in jars. Now, I'm totally for, people selling whatever they want to sell, like truly live your Belle Delphine moment, it's fine. But it seems gratuitous at this point, and it seems lazy. And that's not directed towards Stepanka specifically. There are just a bunch of pieces of quote unquote art that look like they were made on MS Paint. Like, it looks like my stick figures. And as much as art is subjective, there's a point where I think we can all realize that something is made gratuitously and lazily to make just bank overnight as opposed to a piece of art. Now, that might sound gatekeepy, but like I said, you can do that. I'm just critiquing the fact of doing that as lazy. Tana recently posted that she bought this NFT. It's actually this like blurry / pixelated. It's not my video that's making it look this way. And it was $22,000 for something that, I mean, doesn't look worth that amount of money. You wouldn't catch me paying $2 for it. That's no shade towards the artist. But again, we're using all this electricity for things like this that people are just buying to buy as a sign of status. And also as a way, in my opinion, and I'm not referring to anyone specific here, generally speaking, could be related to, say, money laundering. Because the majority of all these transactions, as far as I understand, are not regulated. So it would be quite convenient to money launder by buying these pieces of art. Now, mind you, it's gotten so gratuitous and so ridiculous that there have been people selling, like Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, sold his own first tweet as an NFT. So something that, unless it's been deleted, but even then I'm sure there's screenshots, something that you could right click on and save on your computer that's probably irrelevant and not that interesting of a tweet regardless. Like, I can't imagine paying for a tweet. But anyway, that's the stuff that's being sold, which is another reason that it bothers me, because it's like we're damaging the environment for a lot of lazy millionaires, if not billionaires, to be posting this shit. So then the value increases even though what is being presented was never even worth the original price. Does that make sense? I don't know. I just find it like the latest fad, and I find it ridiculous because a lot of the times the people buying these super expensive NFTs that they can only have on their phone and can only show their friends in person to be like, look how rich I am. These are some of the same people who will in the same breath advocate for buying from small businesses, and you see how it's contradictory. Now, that being said, you can buy from small businesses and you can buy expensive things, but at the same time, it comes off as disingenuous because you're buying something that you know full well isn't worth what you're paying for, but you're doing it because you know the value will go up the more you pay for it, and so on and so forth. Anyways, I know this was kind of a messy rant, but it just seems surreal and kind of dystopian to me, to the point where even Keanu Reeves laughed at NFTs, so you know there's something wrong there. Anyways, you guys can let me know what you think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you to my patrons as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.